Deadpool is back in New York due to the multiverse chaos with Wolverine, trying desperately to live like a normal guy. He rents a rundown apartment where the neighbors already hate him, and he works odd mercenary jobs that barely pay the bills. His days are filled with endless sarcasm, fourth-wall jokes about Disney owning him, and the struggle of pretending he can live peacefully. Wade still feels the weight of losing Vanessa, though he hides it under constant humor. The film establishes him as a man who can't escape chaos, no matter how much he tries. Cable suddenly returns, looking scarred and worn, warning Wade that the timelines are breaking apart because of the multiverse events. At first, Wade brushes him off, calling it another Marvel plot device, and mocks the seriousness of Cable's tone. But things change when villains from broken realities start spilling into New York. Deadpool's joking manner falters as he realizes this isn't just comic book nonsense. Cable insists Wade is a crucial anomaly in this disaster, whether he likes it or not. One night, Deadpool is attacked in his own apartment by mercenaries who claim he's responsible for destroying their world. The fight is violent but ridiculous, with Wade using frying pans, plungers, and even his neighbor's cat to fend them off. After barely surviving, he escapes into the streets, muttering that this was the worst Airbnb review of all time. This is Wade's wake-up call, that the multiverse isn't just collapsing in theory. He is now a hunted man because of his past recklessness. Seeking answers, Wade visits the X-Men mansion, hoping for backup, but instead of finding a bustling team, he walks through a half-destroyed, eerily silent building. The emptiness unsettles him, reminding him of all the timelines lost. Finally, Colossus appears, explaining that parts of their reality are being erased. Deadpool nervously jokes about the budget cuts killing the cast, but inside, he feels the crushing responsibility that maybe this is all his fault. The main villain finally comes into focus, an entity who manipulates broken timelines to erase every flawed universe and create one perfect reality. Deadpool mocks them as budget Thanos and refuses to take them seriously at first. But when the villain reveals they specifically want Deadpool captured, not killed, Wade realizes he's more important to this scheme than he thought. The villain sees Wade as the ultimate anomaly, someone who can slip between worlds without consequence, making him a weapon of chaos. Wade reluctantly tracks down Domino, who's been hiding since their last team-up. She doesn't want to get involved, but her unique luck powers make her essential to surviving collapsing timelines. Their banter is sharp, filled with Domino's dry disdain and Wade's relentless jokes. She agrees only when she realizes her entire existence could be erased. Together, they form a reluctant partnership, setting the stage for a journey filled with chaos, comedy, and emotional stakes. As they travel, Wade accidentally slips into alternate versions of his life. In one reality, he's happily married to Vanessa with a child, living in a quiet suburb. In another, he never became Deadpool at all, and he's just a washed-up mercenary drowning in beer bottles. These glimpses break Wade's heart, though he hides behind sarcasm and crude jokes. It becomes clear that beneath all the humor, Wade desperately longs for a life he'll never have back. The villain sends corrupted versions of heroes to hunt Deadpool across dimensions. He faces a monstrous clone of Cable, a twisted Wolverine, and even a broken Domino. These dark reflections remind Wade of how fragile reality is, but he masks his fear by roasting their designs, saying things like, "Marvel really scraping the bottom of the toy bin here." The battles are brutal, with Wade barely surviving, proving the villain will stop at nothing to claim him. Wounded and desperate, Wade hides out with Blind Doll, barging into her home uninvited as usual. Blind Doll scolds him harshly, reminding him that he constantly creates disasters and runs from responsibility. But she also tells him that his greatest strength is his ability to keep fighting no matter how broken he is. For once, Wade listens, quietly, taking her words seriously, even if he disguises it with a sarcastic remark. This moment grounds the story emotionally. Later, Deadpool admits to Domino that he still dreams about Vanessa and wonders if all this fighting is worth it. He says, half joking, that maybe he should have let himself stay dead. Domino pushes back, telling him he has to fight for the people still alive instead of clinging to ghosts. Wade deflects with humor, but her words cut deep, forcing him to confront his grief. This adds rare vulnerability to Wade's chaotic personality. The villain's true plan is revealed. They want to erase every timeline that isn't perfect, leaving only one flawless reality under their control. To succeed, they need Wade as the final key, since his unstable existence connects all worlds. Wade, naturally, mocks the villain's long speech, calling it the multiverse PowerPoint nobody asked for. Still, deep down, he realizes the danger of being used as a tool of destruction. A massive chase sequence begins, spanning across broken worlds. Wade, Domino, and Cable battle enemies while jumping through collapsing realities. The landscape shifts wildly, from shattered Stark Tower ruins to fragments of Asgard. Deadpool treats it like a vacation vlog, narrating sarcastically while they dodge explosions. Beneath the humor, however, the visual destruction reminds the group that entire universes are already lost forever. Deadpool encounters multiple alternate versions of himself during the chase. Some are absurd, like Cowboy Deadpool and Noir Detective Deadpool, while others are darker and more serious. The meeting is hilarious, but also profound, as Wade sees all his versions share pain, regret, and resilience. He jokes about being the Spider-Verse knockoff nobody asked for, but secretly realizes every Deadpool is a reflection of his inner struggles. Eventually, the villain captures Wade and straps him into a machine designed to channel his chaotic existence. This device will stabilize the villain's perfect universe while destroying all others. For once, Wade isn't cracking constant jokes. His fear shows through as he wonders if this might be the end. Domino and Cable fight desperately outside, but Wade is trapped, powerless, and facing his deepest insecurity, being nothing but a pawn inside the machine. Wade experiences vivid visions of Vanessa. She tells him to stop running from responsibility and accept that while he can't change the past, he can still fight for the future. It's an emotional, bittersweet conversation that peels back all of Wade's defenses. For once, he stops joking, showing raw vulnerability. Her words give him the strength to resist and take control of his destiny. Fueled by her encouragement, Deadpool unleashes his regenerative powers in an unpredictable way. His body mutates, twists, and reforms as he uses his healing factor as a weapon to break free. The moment is grotesque yet funny, filled with Deadpool screaming, "This is not PG-13 material, kids." His chaotic nature becomes the very weapon the villain can't control. This is Wade embracing the absurdity of who he is. The final battle erupts in spectacular chaos. Cable and Domino battle the villain's army, while Wade goes one-on-one with the mastermind. The fight is brutal, but constantly interrupted by Wade's fourth wall humor, like accusing the villain of being just another CGI boss fight. Despite the jokes, the stakes feel real, as Wade fights harder than ever, refusing to let another world be erased. In a desperate move, Wade uses his unpredictability to trick the villain, sabotaging their machine and turning their plan against them. The villain's perfect universe collapses, consumed by the chaos they tried to control. Wade, bloody and exhausted, stands victorious. But victory comes at a price, as entire realities vanish forever. Wade realizes he can't save everyone, no matter how hard he tries. Back in his New York apartment, Wade reflects on everything while talking directly to the audience. He admits he's still a screw-up, but maybe now he's a screw-up with purpose. His humor masks the pain of losing Vanessa all over again, but his actions show growth. He jokes about setting up Deadpool 5, the retirement years, before the story takes an unexpected turn. There's a knock at the door. Wade opens it to find a mysterious figure, possibly Spider-Man, Daredevil, or another iconic hero standing there with urgent news. Deadpool sighs, looking straight at the camera, muttering, "Of course they're setting up another sequel." The screen cuts to black, leaving fans excited for his next outrageous adventure.